What up? Hello, mutual babies. This message is for my Pisces, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Gemini placements. This is what you need to know when it comes to your journey, your healing process, kind of the message your guides have for you. We are going to see kind of what the overall energy is, what shadow aspects are coming up, and then what lessons are you going through right now. I am doing this for all placements, so check out your sun, moon, and rising. It's general, take what resonate. Not all of it's going to resonate with everybody, but I really wanted to do these. I really felt called to do them, especially since the fact I've been doing I'm offering a new service now, especially when it comes to my shadow work readings, the Healing Me readings. I'm offering phone time and one-on-one sessions to when it comes to people in their healing journey. I had some amazing sessions, so go check that out and book it. It's on sale right now, so definitely go do that. But let's get into it, my beautiful babies. So kind of what your guys' overall energy is the initiation. So it says rite of passage, crushing the threshold. So what my mutual babies are going through right now, a lot of you are probably going through some type of dark night of the soul or some type of rebirth where you are gaining a deeper perspective on certain wounds, habits, and patterns that you have, what it seems like when it comes to a lot of you in relationships, friendships. This can be romantic. My sister gonna have to wait. She over here calling me. She always does this, y'all. She always calls me when I'm doing something. But let's get what I was gonna say. You guys are learning some tough lessons right now when it comes to your relationships that you have. Friendships, platonic, family, whatever. Apply to whoever it resonates. So right now it got you guys kind of like, it has you reflecting on your shadow aspects and how some of you are holding on to people, or seeing how you attract to certain people. What is these people here to teach you? Others of you is showing you how you don't listen or trust your intuition. And one thing about mutual placements that they don't get enough credit for, a lot of you guys are super intuitive, especially my Pisces and Virgo placements, you know, sister signs. Virgo rules the gut. Y'all intuitive, like intuition be on point, but y'all question yourselves a lot. And that's a lot of mutual placements. I know I'm a Sag moon. There's things I feel or intuitively hint that I'm like, this can't be right. And every time I say it can't be right, I always get proven right. So I feel like that's what you guys are facing right now. So Spirit is kind of putting you guys on what feels like a stagnant period in your life. A lot of you are being put on pause, where you're being told to not to take no action, where you're being pushed, where, you know, you're probably taking a lot of L's right now. What it feels like, you're taking L's, but you're getting probably denied or rejected for certain things. You know, people are leaving you, you know, your money's not looking where it needs to be. And it's all for a reason, because I do feel like a lot of you are learning now, one, how to rest, two, how to gain a new perspective on things that are, you know, things that you feel like are not happening for you. Asking yourself, why? Why is this being delayed? What am I not seeing? What am I not acknowledging within me? So I do feel like a lot of you, if there's something that you've been wanting to take action on to, or you've been feeling like you, if you're going to receive or wanting to receive some, Spirit is saying, no, the time is not right now. And I feel like the reason why the time's not right now for a lot of you, because Spirit really wants you to sit on really wants you guys to reflect on patterns and situations you have been in or stayed in where you didn't trust what you feel and take a leap of faith. Because one thing about your mutual placements, if you don't have facts, or if you don't have any type of proof, or if you don't feel like certain people are passing certain tests, you're not going to go after what you feel is right for you, or go after what you really want for yourself. And Spirit is really sitting you guys down to really reflect on those times where you didn't take a leap of faith because you felt like it wouldn't go in your favor, or you don't know or if you're going to be supported. Spirit is saying with the leap, you go first, the universe will catch you. A lot of you didn't realize, if you just took that leap of faith, how things would have played out for you. And sometimes the mistakes that we make, or sometimes the risks that we don't take, it's because we're learning certain lessons about ourselves. And I feel like for a lot of you, the lessons that you're learning right now is your health and friendships came out in reverse. So I do feel like right now, a lot of you are starting to see how certain relationships that you have in your life have been affecting you, your health wise, when it comes to your mental, your emotional, your physical health, how you feel drained around certain people, or how you feel, how you feel good around, someone who adds life to you. Others of you, you're starting to see how certain people you have are taking an emotional toll on you, how you're not able to, how you're overgiving yourself to other people or people pleasing, and it's draining you mentally, emotionally, and physically. But it says right here with the health card, I will honor the physical vessel that enriches my soul. So a lot of you are learning a lesson right now in how to take care of yourself. How do you show up for yourself like you show up for everybody else? Are you checking in with yourself? Are you being honest about your emotions? Are you listening to what your body is telling you? Are you getting enough rest? Are you catching up on sleep? Are you learning the power of no? And I feel like what a lot of you mutual babies are learning is the not just the power of no, but learning how to set healthy boundaries, not just with others, but within yourself. Learning how to stay disciplined when it comes to taking care of self. Because I feel like a lot of you mutual babies right now, your heart chakra is opening up due to all these, like I said, you guys probably feel like you're taking L's. You feel like everything you are trying to accomplish right now is not going in your favor. And Spirit, I just keep hearing it's happening to you. It's happening for you, not to you. So I feel like a lot of you, your world, probably feel like your world's crashing down. Things are, everybody's leaving you. It's because Spirit is clearing house right now for you. A lot of you struggle to let go of certain things. So Spirit is just, boom, it's hitting you all at once. You're probably going through tower after tower. And that's what it's like when it goes to the dark night of the soul or type of rebirth, where you're starting to realize things, getting insight and awareness of like, damn, I kind of was a detriment to my own health by, trying to be loyal to people who weren't loyal to me, or trying to hold on to a relationship that wasn't sustaining, or, not giving to somebody who was here to help me. A lot of you are kind of reflecting on your relationships, your relationship patterns, how you show up in relationships, how you show up for yourself. What is your relationship with yourself? Because you do have friendship. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason, and it came out reverse. A lot of you are having to really reflect on the relationships you had and how they have played a detriment in your life, or how they have, certain relationships have helped you, step more into who you want to be, is what I keep hearing for a lot of you. Which is leading into your guys' shadow sides that you're needing to accept at this time, which is for a lot of you right now, Spirit is showing you how you still hold on to anger, resentment, which is causing a lot of you to be feeling very vengeful. It says vengeful is your overall energy. It says vengeful, find a better way to heal your anger. This negative emotion comes back full circle. So I do feel like a lot of you, if you were done wrong in the past, or, you felt like people were shitting on you or just doing you dirty, you really have to ask yourself, what is the motive behind these changes that you need to make, or you wanted to make? Is it to prove people wrong? And it's funny because I just did a TikTok about validation. So I feel like the song for my mutual placements is Myself by Leighton Green, where a lot of you are really starting to see your, like, how you do things to get validation from people, or how you do things to, prove your worth, your value, knowing that, showing that you bring what you bring to the table. A lot of you are starting to see that your motive behind these things, or helping people or giving to people, was from a vengeful place because you didn't gain that recognition, or you didn't get that reward, or didn't get that validation from people, or, a lot of you are just still holding on to the fact of, people have hurt you. People probably left you out in the cold, or, somebody probably cheated on you, a friend lied and backstabbed you, stole from you. And Spirit is really wanting you guys to really focus on healing that anger in a healthy manner. And I feel like for a lot of you, healing that anger is addressing it, admitting that you're angry, admitting that you're upset, admitting that you're hurt, admitting that you were hurt, or that you hurt somebody. Spirit is really wanting you guys to acknowledge that. And to heal from that, you have to acknowledge, you have to feel, and then you have to ask yourself, where does this come from? And for a lot of you, this comes from, the people that you grew up with, how they, one thing about inner child healing, what a lot of people don't realize is that our environment shapes how we show up for other people, or how we show up for ourselves. So I feel like a lot of you are still in this energy where you're healing from your inner child trauma. And this is not just inner child as a young child. This is inner teen. Who was showing up for you when you needed somebody, who was there for you when you was going through it. And I feel like a lot of you are starting to see how these patterns are playing out in your life right now, which is causing you guys to see how certain conflicts come up, because you have quarrelsome and demanding. Does this action fulfill an emotional need for you, or does it make you feel powerful? Is it a bad habit that needs to stop? So I feel like a lot of you are probably having a lot of conflict, a lot of arguments or disagreements with people in your environment. You're really starting to see how people truly feel about you, and and people are starting to see and realize how you truly feel about them. And I feel like for a lot of you, it's due to the fact that a lot of you have been holding this in for a long time. When we are going through trauma, our body stores that. And a lot of you, that is coming up from your sacral and your root chakra right now. The people that you have in your environment, the people that you did have, probably didn't make you feel safe and secure. And it's probably because you didn't feel safe and secure within yourself. So it's being projected back and forth between you and whoever you are in contact with. So Spirit is really wanting to ask yourself, is the conflict here, is it benefiting you, or is it taking from you? And I feel like for a lot of you, you feel like you have to control things to have power in people's lives, or to feel like you have power in your own life. But you're learning a hard lesson in that, in the need of controlling things, it makes you block a lot of your blessings. It makes you, it takes a lot on your health, and it makes a lot of you second guess your intuition. So with the demanding here, it says when displayed, you are most likely making the other person feel inferior. Check your anxiety and depression. So I feel like a lot of you, are kind of going through this, like I said this for myself, where you're kind of going through an ego death, where you're being humbled on how when you demand certain things from certain people, you make them feel less than. And you need to ask yourself, how does that make you feel? Are you feeling better about yourself because you made someone else feel less than you? Or is this something that you are lacking? Are you lacking this insecurity within? And I feel like a lot of you right now are in this energy where you're starting to see the things that you don't like in certain people in your relationships are things you don't like about yourself. So they're being brought up to the surface, where you're having to face the man or woman in the mirror, which is why a lot of you are going through the initiation, the dark night of soul, where you're having to own all parts of you, which is your negative sides, which, like I said, shadow sides are not just, I don't call them negative sides. It's just parts of us that we don't like to acknowledge, because we don't like to acknowledge the fact that we have hurt somebody, or that we have been hurt. But I feel like mutual placements are in this energy right now, where you're starting to realize the parts of you that you didn't want to face in the past, or wanting to heal or acknowledge. It's hurting relationships that you have in your life now, or holding on to certain people for certain reasons is causing you more pain, and it's detrimenting your health. Spirit is having you guys really acknowledge the service. I feel good when I can help others. Spirit is really wanting a lot of you to acknowledge the motives behind you helping people, behind you giving to people, behind the fact of, where's this habit come from of people pleasing, of trying to find validation in yourself. And I feel like for a lot of you, mutual placements, your heart space was very closed, and now you're starting to really see your worth. You're starting to acknowledge that you deserve better, and you're starting to see that the things that you wanted for yourself, you didn't take a leap of faith on it, because you are probably in the past were made to question or your belief system didn't or a belief system that you had didn't fit what you really wanted for yourself. And you're starting to see how your morals and values might have changed. And it's putting you guys in this energy where you're having to forgive, learn the lesson of forgiving, not just forgiving others for their shortcomings or what they have done to you, but forgiving yourself. Or you are in this, and a lot of you mutual places that get in this energy are needing to ask other people for your forgiveness. But you have to ask yourself for forgiveness, so you learn how to forgive. And I feel like a lot of you mutual placements are struggling with learning how to forgive, because you have been in your ego and pride for so long that it's going to cause a humble moment. So what Spirit is really wanting a lot of you to do, why things are being on pause, or why you feel things are being stagnant, is because you're in this energy where you have to reflect on your patterns and habits and how they affect your relationships, or how certain people have affected you in a way to make you act out in a not so healthy manner. So I am going to pull an advice card from Spirit. Oh, yeah. Hold on, guys. I knew I was missing something. I'm gonna pull an advice card on kind of how can you handle this energy is what I'm asking. How can my mutual placement handle this energy, Spirit? All right. Community. And then you have never ending story as the overall energy. So this is kind of confirming what I was saying, is that a lot of you have been repeating this cycle or these patterns with your relationships for a while. And it's kind of felt like it's a never ending story. But I do feel like this never ending story starts with a lot of you are having to reprogramming your mind. Your belief systems are probably changing. You're starting to see the way you view things has misscrewed you or made you miss out on certain opportunities, or holding on to certain relationships for certain reasons has blocked a lot of your blessings, or you're just the fact that you're not happy. But Spirit is really wanting the best way to handle this energy. Spirit is saying is find the community that really fits you. Call in. You guys are in this energy where things are probably and people are being removed because you are calling and asking for your soul family. And one thing I like to say is when you pray for certain things and you ask God for certain things, don't be surprised when certain people and things are being removed from you, because this is what you asked for. You said you wanted better. So Spirit and God is saying, I'm giving you better. That means motherfuckers and people in your energy got to go. So I do feel like right now, a lot of you are needing to go where you feel where you belong, where you feel like you're supported, where you feel like you're seen. But at the end of the day, that starts with you being your authentic self, owning who you are in the light, the divine feminine and the divine masculine energy, owning your light and your darkness and being okay with that and accepting that. But I do feel like a lot of you mutual placements are going to be coming into your soul family. But part of being stepping into your soul family with the community is you first have to acknowledge who you are, and you have to accept that, and then you have to find like-minded people who can help you further in life, or who are on the same path that you are on. And I feel like that's what's going on for a lot of you. And a lot of you carry a lot of anger with that, because a lot of you are just like, damn, I should have did this earlier. You are where you need to be. And that's something a lot of us don't understand, is when we overthink over the future and we live in the past, we miss out on the present. So Spirit is really teaching a lot of you mutual placements how to be present in the now, so you can be your authentic self and be receptive to what is about to be coming into you. Because a lot of you are going to be getting a new beginning where you're going to be able to dance with life and have more fun and more freedom to be your authentic you, is what I'm getting. So this is what I'm getting from my mutual placement.